Okay, so is it rape or is it regret? My name is Candace Owens and you are watching my vlog series, The Myth of the Coon. So a 20-year-old young man walks into a college bar with his friends, and a 19-year-old young lady walks into a college bar with her friends. A bunch of drinking is involved and the two of them begin a discussion. Fast forward to the end where the two of them end up at her dorm, and you can pretty much guess what happens next. Unfortunately, the next morning, this woman does not recall the events and immediately reports her sexual assault. If this sounds like a nightmare to you, it absolutely was, except not for the woman. I'm talking about the absolutely real story of Arman Premji, a student at USC who was expelled after these sexual assault claims. Months later, and after an investigation where cameras showed that the woman was the aggressor the entire night, the woman coaxed him out of the bar, and the woman signed him in to her dorm, Premji was cleared of all charges. The judge threw away the case. However, the school did not. His expulsion still stands until USC can conduct its own investigation. Too drunk to consent. I mean, this has got to be one of my favorite topics to talk about, because what does it even mean? Does it mean that you are too drunk to remember? Well, do you remember your high school health class where you learned that drinking alcohol, one of the effects is that it can sometimes affect your memory? I mean, what kind of excuse is it that I did a drug and the effects of it are working? Just imagine trying to apply that excuse in any other scenario. Miss Owens, the charges being brought against you are driving under the influence. How do you plead? Well, Your Honor, I'm glad you asked because I was too drunk to remember. In fact, I was too drunk to give consent to driving my vehicle. In fact, I'd like to sue Toyota for even allowing me to drive my vehicle while I was drunk. Miss Owens, the charges being brought against you are breaking and entering and attempted murder at a gas station. How do you plead? I was high on PCP. Too high to give consent, Your Honor. Absolutely out of my mind. Newsflash, America. Drinking excessive amounts of alcohol can lead you to do some things that you regret. When I was in college, we referred to that period as blacking out. That sometimes led to 4,000 calories being eaten in one sitting at 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't wake up and file a police report against Domino's Pizza. In my right mind, would I have consented to all of those calories and their disgusting pizza? Absolutely not. But I did give them my credit card. In all sincerity, the problem with this idea of being too drunk to consent is that it completely strips women of having any responsibility when it comes to going out or drinking or partying. It basically puts the entire burden on men, which is completely unfair. Women are allowed to go out and they're allowed to get drunk at bars, and men better stay sober or bring a breathalyzer with them, because I literally know women who were popping bars of Xanax before they even got to the bar when I was in college. How are men supposed to know that? How are men supposed to know that women are purposely blacking out before they even go to the bar? It is completely unfair, and it has gotten out of control. What I'm looking for is for these voices like Lena Dunham and all of these people who were so angry about the Brock Turner case to step up to the plate and be equally as outraged over this Arman Premji case. Because the truth is, this is the culture that they have created. A culture that states that if a woman is drunk, anything she does after the point of being drunk gets wiped clean. It scares me. It honestly scares me as someone who may one day give birth to a son. The society that we are creating that puts so much stress and pressure on men is not a society that I would want my boys to be raised in. Rape to me, when I was growing up, was learning about being date raped and someone slipping something into your drink. Rape to me is the idea of a man dragging a woman who is incapacitated, perhaps because she was drinking, back to his dorm and taking advantage of her when she can't even walk or she is sleeping. Rape to me does not mean a woman getting drunk, waking up the next morning and regretting having sex with someone. Unfortunately, when you drink, you do make bad decisions, and at the end of the day, the only person responsible for those bad decisions are you. Shame, embarrassment, and regret are teachers. That's the way that we edit ourselves. It's waking up in the morning and saying, hey, I looked really stupid last night, or hey, I really regret saying that, or I really regret sending that text message last night, and I don't want to ever do something like that again. So maybe I won't drink as much tonight, or I won't drink at all. By telling women that if they feel any shame or embarrassment, they need to file a police report. It's absolutely appalling. I am sure that some people watching this video might refer to what I am saying as victim blaming. Nope. It is actually extracting the word victim from the equation altogether. It's about teaching young women about responsibility and how to conduct themselves in public, and once and for all about the very obvious side effects of alcohol. Thank you guys for watching.